Well, there are concerns that the leaked Pentagon documents could have serious ramifications in Ukraine. The documents were posted to several social media sites and appear to detail U.S. and NATO aid to Ukraine. Officials also say intelligence involving other nations was part of the leak. Foreign correspondent Holly Williams joins us now from Dnipro, Ukraine. Holly, U.S. intelligence officials warned that these leaked Pentagon documents could have serious security risks. Tell us what type of impact this leak is expected to have on how this war is being fought.
Well, Lana, the short answer to that is that we just don't know for sure. The leaked documents seem to reveal information about the disposition of Ukrainian forces ahead of a planned counteroffensive or spring offensive that's expected in the next few weeks. So things like which Ukrainian brigades have which weapons. Also, the leaked documents appear to show that Ukraine's air defense system is more fragile and depleted than was widely known. I think overall the fear is that this simply weakens Ukraine because it delivers useful information to its enemy.
I'm wondering, Holly, if you could tell us more about how Ukrainian officials have been responding.
Well, there was one report that Ukraine had changed its plans for that counteroffensive because of these leaked documents. However, a top Ukrainian official has denied that, saying that their strategy remains the same, but that their tactical plans were always subject to always subject to change. Overall, the Ukrainians have seemed to kind of downplay, at least publicly downplay, the impact of the leaked documents, even describing them as a apparent Russian disinformation effort. But I think it's possible, at least, that behind closed doors, the Ukrainian reaction to this is somewhat different.
And Holly, I want to focus in on one aspect of this leak. The Washington Post reporting that some of these documents speculate that Egypt may be producing weapons for Russia, or at least planning to do so. How are Egyptian officials responding to that accusation?
Right. So the documents apparently reveal that Egypt's president ordered his country to send up to 40,000 rockets covertly to Russia. Now, the official Egyptian response to that is essentially a restatement of their policy when it comes to the war in Ukraine, which is that they're not taking sides. But look, I mean, if this is true, it certainly looks very bad for a key U.S. partner in the Middle East to apparently be planning to send weapons to Russia in the midst of this war when the U.S. has taken the opposite side, Ukraine's side, in this conflict.
Yeah, so all of this potentially demoralizing, fragments some of the alliances that we see. All of this potentially has negative implications for Ukraine. But you mentioned something, Holly, that I think is of particular interest, which is that there's some speculation or some indications that there may be Russian support in this leak. Might that change the way that this is perceived, or even how people on the ground are responding there in Ukraine?
You know, it's so difficult to interpret because, as I said, the Ukrainians are publicly kind of downplaying the import of this. They've suggested that it could be a disinformation effort. But on the other hand, the leaks seem to reveal really important information about their forces, where they are, what resources they have, what weapons they're going to have. So, you know, as I said, I think it's possible that whilst publicly the Ukrainians are seemingly kind of downplaying the importance of these leaks, behind closed doors, they may be taking it much more seriously.
All right. Holly Williams there for us in Ukraine. Thank you.